Hey guys, today we are reacting to this YouTuber. Pretty much, pretty much 2 weeks is up now. I'm making YouTube video. Oh, rather posted, rather delete my brother video. Rather that, me and my brother go and check. I can make more videos rather this. Pretty much, if further ado, we're going right on to it.
Chuckle Nuts took a bite out of this tank. Sorry, I hungry. He was low on iron. It smelled like pizza. T-34 is made from stellium. This tank is made from explodium. Somewhere on the wreckage it says War Daddy was here. Your definition of open concept was updated. Someone ate ice cream and was lactose intolerant. Not what we meant when we said blowout sale. Ooh, big summer blowouts. Blowout ammo rack. I just imagined this happening because an anvil fell on that Panther Looney Tunes style. This is the version of me they would fire out of the
Why you changed your avatar? Like, why? Why you changed your avatar? Why?
main gun in this picture. They find you speeding at 100 miles an hour and they fire mines out of a cannon to take your tires. Hello, Mario. Go on, try speeding. Why do I hear Jaws music? If you want to play Mario Kart on my highway, understand I'm fresh out of blue shells, but not out of Hellfire missiles. Hellfire for the speeding Hellcat, yes. This makes Twisted Metal look like Need for Speed. I heard American police sources were getting militarized, but this is ridiculous. How the Georgia State Police has upgraded its arsenal. Roll a D3 to determine what caliber it uses to pull you over. State police taking speed enforcement to a new level. Yeah, new altitude level. The BMW driver seeing the American industrial complex in his rearview mirror. Some people think they can outsmart me. Maybe. I have yet to meet one that can outsmart Bullet. Slowing down is no longer optional. So we saw speed limit enforced by aircraft, right? This is the alternative. Runway enforced by Sheriff's Department. Sir, you were doing 200 at a 50. You can never escape the state troopers, man. I'm surprised the police kept up. Do you know why I pulled you over? Because I let you. Hard not to catch a plane that goes half the speed of smell. That's one hell of a speed trap. Sir, this is a no-fly zone. Honest, officer, I was not going that fast. Another happy landing. Honey, you would not believe it. I pulled over Obi-Wan Kenobi today. You can land and let the state trooper give you a ticket, or you can stay in the air and let the Air Force punch your ticket. Off we go into the wild blue yonder. Oh shit, that's the police. This T80 really is solar powered. Those are not ERA panels, those are solar panels. World's most dangerous lampshade. Those are not ERA panels, those are ERA pallets. Oh, they upgraded from Pop-Tart boxes to FedEx boxes. I think U-Haul is having a sale on cardboard boxes, buy one, get a dozen free. The size, damn satellite dishes. 5G Wi-Fi, that thing is 25G and it's powered by the sun. T80 trying to get Starlink. Solution, all the drones hitting the refineries. Yeah, the Russians are suffering from sanctions, so they're trying for electric tanks. Comrade, we are now net zero carbon. We can sneak into EU Commission for better life. Serious question, if those things go off, is the crew going to be okay from the concussive force of both the round detonating and those briefcase nukes strapped to the side going off? Now this time when their turrets pop off, they have little parasols that help it stay up in the air longer. I love how the side skirts are also missing on the side of the chassis. This feels like somebody who walked into a room with a shirt, underwear, and no pants. This feels like somebody saw a sign of no shirt, no shoes, no service, and walked into the room with just a shirt and shoes. Look how they massacred my boy. It's a Sheridan with a Shilka turret. And that, kids, is why you eat your vegetables. This looks like a shed with weapons poking out. PS1 graphics for a generic bad guy tank. Which side of the Cold War are you on? It's complicated. He's on the side of war. Like a Batman villain origin story, but in tank form. But mother, I don't want to go to school. The other tanks bully me. Sharon, don't. Sharon, don't. Sharon did. It looks like it's Sharon done with life. Sharon didn't ask you to fly in my airspace. Sharon doesn't want to do this anymore. Sharon didn't get a choice in this one. Look how we had terrible AA conversion just now. This one is a distinct improvement.
Hell yeah. Double the DACA. Double, bitch.
You thought the VADS was good? Double it! Double the DACA! Okay, let the artificer have mushrooms again. Oh, look! 2 civilian airliners! Bullet to air ratio inversion. This ain't inverting the bullet to air ratio. This is making it negative. Air, 10 o'clock high. Removing 10 o'clock high. How do you aim? We don't. We'll just hit it eventually. When I say bullet hell, this is what I want. Bro, they made D-Day on tracks. I cast American military industrial complex. The tracers from that are gonna lay a carpet thick enough to walk on. Hey, can I get some air with my bullet space? Thanks. Your Honor, the intrusive thoughts won. Crouching Tiger, hidden tank. Where's Waldo if he were a tank? There is a tank in this picture. Can you find it? Sneak 100. Oh god, they gave the tank sniper training and ghillie suits. Cap, there is no tank. You're hallucinating again. Go take your meds. He hasn't been groomed in years. Even I forgot where I parked my car. And his name is John Cena. I didn't see you in camouflage training today. Sir, thank you, sir. Orcs be like, I'm a bush, I'm a bush, I'm a bush. No, this is an orc when they paint themselves purple. Average level 100 War Thunder player. If someone ever asks why we use accuracy by volume, show them this image. That's a pay-to-win camo pack. It is a revolver. With a drum of drums, 8-cylinder, 48-shot percussion revolver. It's a wheel gun. What in the sweet Geneva suggestions? Oh dear Lord, how many were made and how many blew up? Overkill? No, just enough. Man needs to have the quick draw perk IRL to use that. What is that abomination even for? Better yet, where do you carry it? That thing isn't sitting on your hip. That thing ain't even sitting on the table. You need a specialty mount just to deal with that much mass. It's like when they daisy chain magazines. When speed loading is not fast enough. When you severely overbook honor duels. Line them up! The epitome of I keep that stendo on me 1800s edition. If you can afford to own that, then you can afford to have a servant to pull the trigger while you hide behind a wall. On this day in history, Private Conscriptovich discovered recoil.
That one is a Russian gallery gun, but that one, they pulled that one off one day attack helicopters called millions of dollars. Pretty much, drone drone warfare is still being used in Russia, Ukraine. Pretty much both sides using drones, so pretty much both of them doing different ways taking out drones. But Russia did not change their tactics. Pretty much two of those countries still fighting.
Yikers! I didn't think the automatic bullet got that dangerous. This is why traverse pins exist. Yeah, clearly Russia doesn't have the money for those. You spin me right round, baby, right round. His gunslinger level was not high enough. The adult version of the carousel. He did in fact have low dexterity. The gun knew who the real enemy was. The smartest thing in that video was the weapon system. Yeah, it was. On this day in history, when Army tankers finally get some good meat in the deployment zone. Fresh off the grill. Which one? Yes. That an M1 Abrams? I think it is. That is a very expensive barbecue grill. Oh yeah, my kind of tank. This is probably not the dumbest thing these boys have done for a hot meal. Gordon Ramsay would approve. A slight hint of jet fuel. Can taste the exhaust just like Mama used to make. Yeah, different kind of smoking. Made with liberty, exactly. If the officers pass by, they give him a piece so he looks the other way. I see nothing wrong with that picture, for real. An army, haven't you heard the new sensation sweeping the nation? Just love cannons. Damn it, Carl. Someone's having a fantasy moment. Fire that rocket. Orange YouTube 1944 edition. Castration level, it's over 9,000. Backblast clear. Light flashes before their eyes. How big is it? About 3.4 feet. That's not what we meant by dick measuring contest. How much booze did those E4s have before that photo? I'm willing to bet 0. They're just like that. See, our generations weren't so different. Their equipment was just bigger. Is that a Panzerschreck in your pants? Oh, wait, it is. I found this shot in one of my VODs, and it's like skull trumpet perfect. Morning, good evening. That's a Mirage and an F4, yes, and I was flying the F4. One pilot says to the other, hey, the battle's that way. Was Freebird blasting? Both aircraft. Bonjour. Oh, hi, Mark. You coming out of your girlfriend's room in the morning, her dad passing you in the hallway. Duel of the Fates, Star Wars music starts playing. Both pilots just watched Top Gun. It's only successful when neither one of the pilots is a bitch. The French leaving Vietnam while the Americans enter Vietnam. Absolute cinema. I found this shot and I introduced you not the British helicarrier, the British helicar.
That is a Jeep.
I can only see this ending poorly unless it's in a Wallace and Gromit episode, for when you really need to get home for the game. A bit late to Normandy, I think. Jeeps go everywhere, yeah. Now hear me out. It's definitely all-terrain now. Behold the grandfather of the Aero, Gavin. Oh, God. It was the Canadians' idea. When you give the British engineers too much opium. Well, the British did start giving China the poppy flower. Maybe the Chinese decided to put something special in their tea. The Willis Jeep proving it's one of the best off-roaders by doing off-road. Now all we lack is the Jeep that's a U-boat. I stand corrected. There is an underwater Jeep. Just keep swimming, just keep swimming. Oh, Jeep of the waves, what is thy message? Jeep, for which you need to go literally anywhere. Now we're only missing space. Yeah, quick, call Elon Musk. We need a Jeep to get thrown into space. His little red Porsche, whatever. Get the Jeep into one of those Falcon 9 Heavies and launch it into the exosphere. The Jeep would likely survive re-entry better than the rocket. Comes in screaming like Master Chief. 3 hours later, the E4 have it running with new tires because the officers will only see it as totaled on the records. Hi, Stan. Who can find what's wrong with this Puma? Besides the fact that it looked like it was just dug out of a landfill.
What the fuck?
What the same hell is a Puma? It needs some blue pills. Is that barrel warped for a reason? I have no idea, but it looks like somebody hit it with another tank. What in the tech heresy am I looking at? When the smash is so good, you need some time to recover. I guess the driver wanted to do a barrel roll, but forgot he wasn't in a plane. I think they fired it one last time and left it in the landfill. Who tried to use the barrel as a bounce stick? And here we see our most recent dig site, the Puma Burial Ground. Who can find what's... Guys, I can't keep up with this shit. Why is the hand job here? Oh, look, it's... So the Mad Lads at Anduril teamed up with an eVTOL company to make what I can only describe as whatever that flying Terminator thing is. Halo has entered the chat, yeah. Well, we will be in a war with AI in 3 years then. Don't mess with me or my dad, drone. I still think that's a goddamn mechanical fish. If you got a problem, use a gun. And if it doesn't work, use more gun. When you want the enemy to see you coming. Is it green because it comes with the Xbox Special Edition bundle? I don't know why, but I want to see it versus a trench broom. It's like swatting a mosquito. We're in the Ace Combat timeline. But yeah, no, this one is called the Thunder, and so you can literally say, welcome to the Thunder drone. I may not have served, but I know pain in an image form when I see it. Pain. Just pain. Pain, Dio. That is a bad day. That tank has a beard now. You know that somebody's thinking to themselves, the maintenance team is going to skin me alive with dull MRE spoons. I've mowed enough fences to know that pain. Write it off as a total loss. I hate dealing with that. The tank even looks ashamed. Average lieutenant on a land nav course be like my nose right now because I caught what feels like the plague. I've untangled worse, but I ain't even gonna try. I may not.
Guys, pretty much I go end it here. Pretty much there is 3 of these sorts left. Pretty much I'm gonna post this one. We'll have a few minutes or hour or 1 or 2 days. days, I'll post another one where for you to let me make more videos and let me have two access of the things. Pretty much, I'll see you guys until the video get posted.